Hello everybody, welcome back to the pYanodons playthrough. Fantastic, Mr. Ghost. We're gonna work on, I hope, Molten Tin, the nightmare of Molten Tin. But first we need to get a couple things going here. And let's talk about last episode. I built this confusing molten chromium build. Say that 10 times fast. Yeah, there it is. What a nightmare this thing was. Every one of these builds has a little twist to it. I do enjoy it, but sometimes Hellmod and FNEI, they don't help you. So luckily I was able to figure out this little thing. It looks like, oh my gosh, look at it. It's all two little eyeballs and a mouth. Yeah, this thing. I'll call it the chromium bot, you know? So I was able to figure this out here, finally. What a crazy, crazy build this was. So once I debugged it a little bit, and I do have to bring sand in. It ran out. And so what I'm trying to do is side load here. This inserter should drop onto the belt. And then the sand from the process from here will take precedence over the sand from my temporary collection area. And then, of course, remember, I have a priority belt here for the sand that comes out of... Wait a minute. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, sand that comes out of this robot over here, his mouth. One thing I forgot to do is I wanted to separate the moltens from the service lanes to bring in all the materials. So I changed that around here and put in a curve. And as you can see, tin is progressing. So there's some stuff I did off screen here. When I do my episodes, I listen back and then I start writing things down because I find things as I'm recording and I take care of them off screen. So here they are. So a very odd thing over here by the organic solvent occurred. I was going to upgrade it, you know, and add more capacity. And I come to find out after copying, I don't have the recipe. They moved it. So, the arthropod blood plus pressurized water is now moved to a later tech. I think they realized how it was a big leap to go from to get the organic solvent going, and you need this early on. I remember something about needing organic solvent, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I have to do all this. So now there is this recipe. It's Ulrich's, the rendering of the Ulrich's gives you the bone marrow. And then I think it's Alla Chemicals. Yeah. And I do have, I've been stockpiling that stuff for a while now, and I have like 2 or 3 different spots. So it's very interesting. It eliminates the arthropod blood from the beginning recipe. So instead of scrambling and doing all these arthropod blood builds, which I have like 2, I had to whip up because of all the demand for arthropod blood. I think it was mainly rubber. So I might have to swing back on rubber and figure that out. So my plan here is to use, and I don't think they use filtration here, but I'll have to look at this. But the Ulrich build is pretty large now. It can crank because it's all fully upgraded. So I'm going to come over here and switch this recipe out just because I don't want to rely on this recipe. I could leave it in, but it's going to be a long time before I unlock this. A long time. Now, over here by the coke build, I have a graphite rod build, and I just cut it in over here. And this thing, after watching this thing run, I decided I'm going to do 2 belts out of this DDC here. And I'd love to do 2 belts out of this, but it's kind of crammed in, so I'm going to leave it as 1. Because between these two, oh my god, the amount of coke that you get from this build is insane. Now I have this ionic upgrader here, and it splurts out a little bit once I think it's, this coking gas, or whatever this is, hot coking gas. So when we get that out of here, it splurts out a little bit. Now, the concern is heavy oil, and I'll get into that. And there is a recipe that uses... Oh, gosh. Yeah, there is a recipe that I think I need... Oh, it's up by the hub. Well, what I was going to do, instead of relying... I think I could put it in this build here, but I wanted to make sure at least I have 10 grand in this tank at all times. And this build will... Oh, yeah, it's bitumen plus ingot. I want to say it's chromium and oxygen or something. I don't know. And I can keep this heavy oil topped up, so that'll be nice. But I was going to retrofit that in here somewhere. So getting back to the graphite here, I think I called it graphite. This build can easily support double this amount. And so there we go. We got the graphite rods on the network. I only converted this build here, the chromium, because this thing eats the rods pretty quick. Now, all the other builds that I have one build that's, it's the tin, molten tin. I'm not going to convert that one to graphite rods or graphite because we're going to do it anyway. So why bother, converting something over when it's going to be rebuilt anyway? And as promised, I set up our little whale buddy here to go back and forth to the chromite or chromium ore, I think it's called. And I forgot to set these to chromium. So this here is 11,000. I caught it in time, but it doesn't matter. The whale went back and forth a bunch of times, obviously. So I got 4,500 here. The whale's got probably 4,500 plus 11,000. So I got plenty of chromium until the whale has to run again or train. Another thing I changed here at this build where I'm getting the coke, the bitumen build from the bees. I forgot to mention this while I was over here. I changed this to network ID 2 now. And I realized this. I go, oh, I got acid gas here. And I realized that I cut this part out of the episode the last episode. And so I still have my little check valve here. I could probably remove it. So now this is going to be delivered and consolidated to the acid gas or the sulfuric acid build. So I don't know. I'm going to leave it on network ID 2 for LTN right now because it's already established. And that's the tough part about when you do one thing, then you have to then you kind of repeat it. So oops, But I'd like to do TSM with this. So I will see, though. I'm not too sure because I only have 2 spots. So I'm not too worried about it. I got 1 train that can handle it. If there's more, like say 3, then I'll have to maybe I'll do a TSM on it. So today we're going to work on the tin, and this grease is really pissing me off. And we need it for copper as well, the grease. I didn't realize, I looked right by it. I was like, why do I have the grease for tin? I thought I got away from that. No, you still need grease. So I was in error last episode. I may have said, oh, I don't need grease anymore. I just looked by it. I think it's one of these stages on copper here requires the grease. I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is right here. So we need industrial solvent and grease. Now, there's a difference between copper and tin, and I'll go over that here. Copper consumes the grease completely. Now, the tin, it indirectly consumes it, I think it's consuming a little grease. I have to look at the numbers here, a little more detail. So what happens is we need lubrication, low distillates. Oh, I got to show you that. Yeah. Okay, so we got lubrication, low distillates, and we need tin chromium alloy for the grease. Now, there is a recipe that we unlock later, and it's the pYanodons 3. Once we get that up and running, the grease will come from lard instead of low distillates. This, I don't know if this is kind of like the way the devs are making it hard on you and kind of push it. Oh yeah, you want a pYanodons 3 because you want this better technology, obviously, right? So they give you this crappy grease recipe that's using tin chromium alloy, and it's a real pain in the rear. Now this process right here takes the grease, and we get a tin, a part of the tin processing here. It kicks out lubrication. The copper one does not. So I have to take this lubrication and feed it back into this machine. This is a heavy oil refinery. Now, The problem is that the solution I have here is to build copper and tin together, which is what I was going to do anyway. And the copper will consume the grease, and then I'll have to bring in lubrication, obviously, for this. And I get a little bit back from this process. I don't think it's a regenerative, like the steam to water, where we regenerate. You seed it with water and you get steam and you regenerate. So it's not a back and forth thing. I think there is a little bit of consumption here, but I could be wrong. Now, what I do know is this heavy oil refinery, it needs 25 lube or lubrication a second. And this timing is a little bit off. It's a little wonky. So it's not like you can go, how much I can figure out per second consumption on this. And then you have to figure out what the kick out is too to get a net, a net consumption, or is it balanced or neutral? So I don't know if this is neutral yet. I'm going to assume it isn't, but if I build copper alongside tin here, then I'm going to have to do the grease here anyway. And I wanted to do the grease outside of the build and just have it available to other builds, because we will need grease for, I think, 2 other ones. But I'll handle that on the outside of it. I'm not going to get bogged down on trying to go, one build for all of them. I just want to get the tin and copper in, because that's going to allow me to do other things. I can start shutting things down. That's the whole point of trying to get up and running. Which brings me to this build here. We need this right here. The tin chromium alloy. So I went up to the tin build that I have currently, and it is in molten form. Before it gets casted into tin plate. So I tapped in a train to pull molten tin out just to get up and running here. And then when this tin build is up and running, that one will shut down, and I'll have molten tin on the network. Now, the one thing that's holding me back right now too is I got to figure out where I'm going to put this casting. So I'm not too sure. Right now, I'm using this block. What do you know? So I'm going to put the tin chromium alloy here until I figure out where I want to go with the other alloys, because I have some over here, this long thing here. Now, these are using plates right now. Some of these will switch over to moltens, but I have to figure out which ones are going to be moltens, because I want to keep the molten casting together, and then the plate casting I'll put together, so I can kind of keep some organization, because that's kind of what this map needs, is some organization. So what I'm going to do is get this gasoline coming in here, because I'm using gasoline to power everything. And then I have some sand casting here, 150 temporarily. Hopefully this is set right. 25, yeah, boop, boop, boop. Okay, cool. Okay, now this one here is calling the new chromium and my old molten tin. So we'll get those coming in. And then, oh wow, they're all lit. Whoa! Oh, and let me show you, while these trains are coming, there's 2 things I guess I could showcase here. And that is right here. I forgot to show. Now, this hasn't run. I don't know what's going on here. This is my low distillates, temporary, kind of temporary, I guess. And I'm trying to pull from the bees to bitumen build here. But this hasn't run, or for some reason, I've got this here. So it's coming right off here. And I don't know if this is running and stealing the distillates, because I need those. This is the heavy oil, and it looks like the heavy oil has been running. I don't have a pump on here, so it's not like it's stealing it, or whatever. So that's done. And then up here by tin, let me find that. Here it is, tin. So right here, what I did is I chopped out a lane for this used to be a TSM yard. Now it's just a, holding spot, which reminds me, I got to change this to 3 now. Aha. Because then I'll get a jam up. So there's the molten tin. Why is it 1.5? Something's going on here. Oh, it did pick up. Oh, there we go. We got it. Oh, that was fast. There we go. Holy cow. How much is kicking out? 12. Well, we have to put a stack on that, I guess. Can't export fast enough. Wow, that's fast. Wow. Okay, there we go. We're in a new era, folks. So yeah, I'm just gonna do 400. What the hell? All right, another thing I want to work on today is this. I'm going to put soda ash on the network here. It's not difficult to do, and this will simplify a few builds. I don't know if the nuclear sample, the recipe, it does require it, and we're gonna need it for a lot of different things. So going forward, I'm just gonna do a separate build for it. All right, folks, I found a perfect spot for our soda ash water. Now, I don't know if I want to drink this. Ugh. Ash and salt water? No, we're not doing that. So I patched in 2 machines here. I got saline water on the way. And here's the pickup. And here's ash. So I figured instead of driving ash around, let's just belt it. And saline water can, you know, 25,000 saline water is pretty easy to pick up. And I have a lot of saline water all over the place. So let's see where you're going here. Oh, wow. See, it's already got it. Look at that. Where? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's going here. Oh, it's not got it. It doesn't have it already. Crude oil, coal briquettes. Oh, yeah, that's a salt thing over there. There you go. That's pretty close. Okay. There we go. We got our ash. Holy crap. 50 ash. Wow. And it's a 5-second craft, too. I might have to put a stack inserter on that one. We'll see how it works. So yeah, and yeah, I got a little fork thing going on here. Now, I don't know if this is ever gonna run. Oh, I gotta grab this thing here. Right here. What would be, you know, now I could pull this rail back and then I can mine the big ancient thing here. When I get the Uber drill heads there. These things are still going? Oh, it came already. Oh, there we go. It got here. Yeah, so yeah, stack inserters on there. I didn't realize how bad that is. Well, I guess this is going to be running now. Oh, so here, 126,000. It's been going down. Been going down fast. Man, this thing needs a mini loader on it. Yeah, yellow mini loader, which is equivalent to a red. That is a lot of ash, folks. I can't even keep up. All right, so that's ingredient number 2 for our tin down there. I'm going to head back down to the tin build, and I'm going to pipe it up, and I'll show you what I got. Alrighty, folks. It is time to turn on the tin industry, the new one. And I have in my possession Raina seeds. Have some seeds. There we go. Cool. I've been at this for hours. Hours. This thing is a nightmare. We're gonna key it up. I'll explain it all as we go. There it is. I curved up on these rails. I kind of don't like it. Looks kind of weird, but I'd have to move this rail up and over here, and it's not, the tank isn't lining up to the rail. You know, because you gotta have 2 tiles, and it's 1 tile, you know, off. So what's gonna happen eventually is we'll get the new tech for, I think there's more at the end. I don't know about chromium, but I know about, you know, the iron. So, you know, this is gonna probably bump out a little bit. And look at this copper. Oh, yeah, we'll run through this. I decided to do double-sided because the build is so long, as you can see. I got plenty of room, but like I said, I don't know what the next tech is for everything. I'll check it out, you know. I'll have to check it out. But I do know there's more to the iron. There's the sintered and the 99.9% pure or whatever the heck. Okay, so I think we got seeds going. So another Ulla Chemicals build. And there we go. Refined. Now, because these builds are so big, I'm trying to focus them to the build. Eventually, I think, well, there's probably some better recipes coming up, but if anything, the Raina will get better, right? So we'll get better Raina modules. I doubt we're going to get a better recipe Oh, that's supposed to be 10,000. Glad I saw that. Oh, yeah, there we go. 10 grand on that. Okay, so that'll give this time to spin up here. And I decided to do a little kind of thing here. I don't think I could move this up. This would be 2 tiles up. I could probably move this down a little bit, but I decided to just go with it. This might all get ripped up, who knows, you know, and I'll do a Reina build for the whole base, you know, or all the chemicals. Now, this is a copy-paste of the iron or steel focused one, so it made sense to put it over here. I was going to put it here. Oh, that would have been tough to deal with because I have to bring in all this. It was one input, so I'd have to pop it in somewhere. But I didn't want to put the Reina build here because of the... it's already, you know, got trains in and out of that yard. This isn't a high throughput build, though, so that's a good thing. Hey, look at that. The signaling works. Hey! The running of the trains! Okay, there we go. We got the... You know, I think I got a mini loader on this, but I went with stack inserters because the throughput isn't that high. There's the course faction. I could move this over here, so maybe I'll edit that and just go direct insert. I have to be where, you know, before this, obviously. Okay, there's the fertilizer and the manure. There we go. Fill it up, baby. Okay. So we got all that. Water, soil. Just want to do a quick check on everything. There we go. We got it. Yeah. So there we go. We got the Reina. Yeah, this is the same build. That's one good thing. I don't mind copy pasting builds that are really well done. I'm really happy with this build. You know, because everything is nicely lined up and tucked away. It's not kind of all cattywampus. All right, let's go over here now. And this one actually worked out a little better. There's some really cool stuff going on here. Kind of weird, but cool. So I have the grease right here. And there's a reason for that. I wanted to do an off-site build of the grease, but for tin, there's 2 things going to happen here. Copper is going to go in below here. Whoops. And that's all I can fit in here is copper. So I'm going to have another service lane here. This will come out. So we'll be terminating wherever copper goes here. And the grease is used by copper. I don't know if I covered this because I've had so many recordings that I've scrapped. Now, the grease is an input to the stage 1 here. And it's consumed. Whereas tin, oddly enough, has a return of lubrication, which then feeds back in. So we get a portion, indirectly we get grease back, indirectly. So yeah, here's the tin chromium alloy, the distillates low. So this whole thing here, you would think, oh, it's a consumer of lubrication. It's not. The tin does not consume the grease completely because we get a kick out. So I fed it back in here. And now what's nice is we have 2 outputs here. So the copper will go below here, and I'll try to associate where I'll try and get this lined up. It doesn't matter. I could pipe anywhere, you know. So the grease will come out and feed the copper directly. So we'll have to have a grease or lubrication train coming here to, you know, fill up. I don't know how. I should be fine because it's a 40K tank. I'm bringing 25,000 lubrication at a time. So they'll, you know, it'll drop to whatever amount and it'll be fine. So there'll always be room in the tank is my point there. Now another weird thing is the stage 2 of the tin kicks out sulfuric acid. So I have here a just in case valve because if tin is running and copper isn't, chances are they're both going to be running because, you know, we consume quite a bit of copper and tin in this mod. So I hope this doesn't run because I don't want to bring sulfuric acid and then I'm running a lot of tin stuff that I'm building a lot of stuff that requires tin, and then I'm venting the sulfuric acid. But I have this set to a really high number, 38,000, so blah, blah, blah. So I think we'll be okay on that. I don't think that there's going to be a bleed off, but I'll keep an eye on it and, you know, monitor it and see what actually happens, you know, because you can't guarantee what you're building. And, you know, when science is running and that's all you're doing, yeah, you gauge it off of that. But there's the outlier, which is when you're building machines and stuff. All right, let's get the, let's go over this, but I want to get this train in here. This is the chromium. So we'll get that coming in. And the chromium is for this right here. So we need chromium for the middle tin pipe pulp. We'll go over this as it fires up, but I want to fire all this up here so we get trains coming. All right, now TSM, there is a way to do TSM without lamps. You just need combinators. I have to look into that. I'll probably do that, but for now, this is the way I know. I have an A and B signal here. So A is tailings at 75,000. I'll put 1A, and then it's trains on the way. Oh, I got these wrong here. A. There we go. And then this one is B. Okay, so A triggers, the A signal pops out when tailings are above 75,000. This lamp trains on the way A, which is one train, you know, so we deploy to pick up the tailings, and that's here. And then this combinator setup here, I kept this the same because the signal in TSM is stone. So I have to transfer the tailings signal, because we're getting the tailings out of here, to a stone signal, and then we have the pink right there. So everything times 1 stone, output stone, and then when stone is 3,500, we output a B signal. So the tailings is actually what's getting picked up here for the trash. All right, there's the chromium there. So yeah, this is how I can do a dual stop, trash and tailings, you know, so it saves some crap there. I'll run the tin last because I want to walk it through the stages here. Okay, let's do this one here. We'll get these going. There we go. So we've got this crazy thing, methyl isobutyl carbonyl, the low distillates, organic solvent, which I gotta fix, and the soda ash. So that's all coming in here, getting piped all over the place. This is a lot cleaner build. I like popping up because I got more room. I feel so crammed when I do it this way. It works. I can work with it, but it's pretty tricky, but it is a lot tighter, as you can see. So I like that. All right, over here, we've got the filtration and biofilm for this one here. So we'll copy that on. And we'll go over that in a second here. Here is, okay, let's see. We've got the, explain. Oh, we have kerosene, and we do need lubrication to kickstart it on. The grease. There we go. And over here, we have the usual borax and, hey, look at that, graphite rods. There we go. So we'll get all these trains coming in here and get all these things filled up. Then I'll get the tin. Oh, while these trains... Oh, okay, chromium's here. I was like, what is that? Why is that not going? There has been an update. I updated the mods again, and there's one change. They did some changes with the trees and when you're, you know, using your bots to get trees. And, oh, okay, this one will not have it. They did it. They finally did it. I'm so happy. Look at this. When a caravan is assigned, and look, you can name the whales. I want to name them like Fred and Sally and stuff, you know. Look at all these. Oh my god. Okay. I want to name them like different names, you know. But for now, I'm just going to name it the resource. Now, you can't access the whale from the map view. It needs to change. I want to be able to access it because I got to see what it's doing. So if you click on the whale, you get the usual, right? And again, I want to be able to copy paste and all this other stuff. So there's still some functionality I like. but you name the whale from here or from here. So this is the caravan manager. And this 3-dot thing, it says, it has how much ore it has in the whale, workers' food, and the current action is, go wherever, the current action is the coordinates there. Now this one here, open aerial caravan. So if I could access this from map view, I could get to the whale, but neither. So I still want to be able to access this from the map view, like we do train stops. So there we go. We can access it and take a look at what it's doing, see the food, whatever. Although we can still see this here. So it's kind of nice to have this. But I can't do anything from here. Maybe I can control the caravan from here. That's key. And then we have view on map. So that's really nice because now I can find the darn whale and where it is. That is awesome. Now that's a feature that I really can get behind there. I'm loving it. So yeah, they did the updates so we can name them and we know what they're doing. I love it. And if we can access a whale or find the whale, then access it from the map view, follow it, that would be perfect. Okay, now what do we got? Let's see. We got all the fluids here. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. 6 biofilm, yeah. That's coming from a long way. So we got all the fluids there. And, okay, we got the kerosene. I worry about the kerosene a little bit because we're on we're doing trains with kerosene. I can do diesel, and I think I have everything I need for it. I just have to look into making it, it has to be fail-safe. I can't have diesel shut down on me and then the whole train network is shot. But like I said, eventually we get the Nextlet power trains, which is, the next one. And those are high-tech trains, and they use the Nextlet power batteries. So kerosene will no longer be a part of the train network. It'll be the batteries. And they're higher power. They're a lot more power. Okay, looks good. Oh, we still have... what are we waiting on here? What's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have a counter on this. I forgot. Okay, well, we'll just send it over here. So I'll have to do a counter on that one. Forgot. That's fine. Whatever. We'll build up on heavy oil, that's for sure. Oh, right now... Yeah, the distillates are building up. So heavy oil is... Oh, I put in a valve here. 80% valve. Now it looks like there's fluid popping through here, but it's not running this one here. Because right now I want to get tin up and running. So that one's going to fill up. Holy crap. Look at this. This is insane. Oh, I'm glad we have this on here. So, look at this. It's kind of flopping out a little bit right now. I don't know. I think I added this after, maybe. Yeah, because, well, the fast inserters can't really keep up. Oh, you know what, though? I would have to pop another belt out here. Yeah, this side would have to be separate from this side. So, it can't handle a red... This is more than a red belt being chewed up right here. So, as you can see, yeah, we're going crazy over here. And look at this. This thing is hardly getting tapped at all. And a Coke train is coming on top of that. That's insane. Look at all this Coke. Bitumen for the win, man. And the bees, too. They're the stars. So I'm not bringing a lot of rods. See, it's only 1,500, and then this is a full train, so... Okay, so that's done. All right, let's get the tin ore coming in. And I'll walk through this as we go. All right, here we go. Feast on the tin. Feast. So I used this double-sided to keep the build shorter. Because it's so big. I mean, it would be very long. So grade 1 is shooting this way, and this takes the grade 2 and combines it. Stone goes up, and I'm making it into sand here. So that's how that's going. And the grade 1 comes here, and we get grade 3 and rejects here. There's so much going on here. It's crazy. So the rejects go... Oh, and then I'm combining... There's more rejects coming through here. Let's see, the... What's going on here? Oh, we haven't had a reject yet? Wait a minute. Oh, wow. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. What's this now? Tin rejects. Why aren't they... This is... tin ore rejects. Oh, tin ore. Oh, there we go. That's weird. I didn't know there was two different ones. Oh, look at this. So there are two, yeah, that's two different ones. Well, I'll be damned. I didn't know that. So the color was a little more blue, and it kind of went over my head a little bit there. So I gotta clean this off here. So I gotta figure out, this one here is different. Okay. We'll pop those in. Okay, so I gotta figure this out now. So this one can come here. Yeah, this is fine. It's this that comes out here. Okay, good news. It takes the tin ore rejects, go into a secondary crusher, and then they get turned back into grade 1. And that's what I have here. So I have to bring it in to this area here. Okay, so that's fine. I'll do that right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to rework this here. I need more of these, and it probably changes the build. And I guess I didn't resolve this. Maybe I did. I don't know. Probably not, because I didn't punch it down. So yeah, I see how it's gonna trickle out of here. So these are very slow. So I got that as a marker there. All right, let's go through this mess. So this outputs the tin it outputs powdered tin, which this here with the organic solvent makes tin slime and tin solution. And this is where it gets really confusing, because we have two outputs from this machine here. The tin solution and tin slime. Tin slime comes from two places. Here's the second one, and it takes the tin slime, makes tin slime overflow. The overflow comes out here and connects to stage 1, as well as the soda ash. And then we're kicking out the tin pulp stage 1 now with tailings. This right here, chromium plus tin pulp middle, that comes from... Oh, and I'm out of sand. Okay. Whoops. So I didn't hook this up intentionally because I didn't know. Okay, I've got sand coming from two directions in the top. What I'll probably do is I'm gonna do a priority or a circuit network to make sure that this gets consumed first. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to do that. Yeah, because the sand here, it'll be consistent. So I'll have to take care of that. Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Anyway, yeah, so this machine starts all this mess. So we get the tin solution, tin slime. Tin solution here, again, creates the bottom and middle tin pulp. So the bottom goes to this machine here, and it creates this tin concentrate, but it's a small amount, right? 75%. It's decent, really. Well, it's okay. And then we've got the middle, and it creates more slime with the chromium. So that tin slime, like I said, it connects here and gets processed by this machine here. Yeah, it's confusing. A lot of pipes, a lot of weird stuff. That's why I'm working on this stuff, and then we'll fire it up. And I'll explain it as it's running. Now, oh, that's interesting. Tin pulp stage 1 is backed up. Probably because I'm not processing stuff quick enough here. Maybe this here. That's good. That's going. Okay, so now we're here to the tin grade 3. We get the grade 4, and we've done this before, these two. Now we have our ball mills taking the grade 4, making tin dust. So this is dust. Way over here by this machine is powder. Yeah, powdered tin. So I think what's holding this back right now is this right here. It's possible. It's moving along. So yeah, I don't know why this is jammed up here. That's weird. So we'll follow this down. Maybe there's something going on down here. It's possible. Oh, grease. Lubrication. What's going on here? Something's holding this up here. Let's troubleshoot. Oh, I forgot to do the tin chromium alloy. Yeah, that's what I forgot. All right, cool. Look at this. Haha. Oh, wow. Listen to these things. They get little squeaks. Squeak. That's cool. Look. This is the first time I've seen this machine. A jig concentrator? Maybe they changed the graphic on it. I don't remember it squeaking. And I don't remember this at all. This must be a new machine that I've never seen before. Okay. So what do we got here? Alright, it's processing. Okay, that's the purple reject as opposed to the dark purple. Oh my god, this is insane. So what do we have? Yeah. Okay, this is shutting down here. I wonder, yeah, what's going on? Alright, down here. Let's check this. 3,400. Alright, so, yeah. Alright. Now, this one right here with the grease, this is what's going to create our tin concentrate in more massive quantities. And that's the kickback with the lube and all this mess. Filtration to lube. And then these here, oh, why are we out of methyl? This is the tin rejects, and we get a percent chance of the concentrate, so that's fine. Okay, there's the chromium. What's up with my methyl? All right, maybe it's on its way. It's coming from a long way. Wow. Really? Why are you taking so long? Got plenty here. Come on. All right, so that's fine. Whatever. When it buffers up, it'll be fine. It'll be... Oh, there we go. We got the grease. We got the grease. And there we go. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, because it's all... I got to work on that back end there, the front end of it. So the tin pulp's going to be kind of slow. All right. Oh, so let's see. Our sulfuric acid is at 3,100. That's what I wanted to keep an eye on there. So let's carry on here. So what I have here, I might do a mini loader because this is going to be a double-sided belt. It might be okay, but I want to ensure that this stuff gets consumed. Well, it's either... Both of these are kind of important to be consumed. So I hope that I don't need priorities and it'll just go. So what do we got here? Now this kicks out sand, let's see. And that will get consumed fairly quick. Oh, all the chemicals haven't kicked on yet. Okay, so that's fine. All right, so this one here takes the concentrate and makes high-grade tin, kicks out sand. So we're getting a little bit more refinement. And that's, oh, and then down here, yeah, so we need the oleochemicals to start kicking a little better. Yeah, this is a weird one. Pressurized air, kerosene, oleochemicals, high grade, gives us the pulp stage 2 now. So we're going back to fluid, which is interesting. The grade 3 filters that with the biofilm to grade 2, stage 2 with biofilm, right? So that's what this one is. And then we're going back to high grade tin mix now. And then the granddaddy right here that we're after is the high grade tin. And oh yeah, this is what I gotta do. This kicks out the iron ore. I forgot about that. I'm glad I looked at it because I want to get this belt flowing here. Do that because that's gonna back that up. Okay. Oh, so this one is going to go up to our iron. So I'll do that. We'll get that moving. Not much comes out of this process here. So it's only a 50% chance to get the iron. It's iron dust. Oh, yeah, iron ore dust. Right. There we go. So that is it. And then we got the, you know, the borax, the high-grade tin, and all that, which is here. Oh! Oh, I gotta filter these. No wonder it's not running. Okay, high-grade tin. Here we go. I filtered the top one, but I forgot the bottom. That's to be expected. So let's pull this stuff off of here. Yeah, it does kick out quite a bit of iron dust, though. Look at all that. That's quite a bit. All right, while I'm over here, I decided to do an input priority here. I hope it works because this is double-sided. So we'll have to see how that goes. I might have to redo this thing here a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to expand this. I got plenty of room here, so I could do some kind of build here and then shoot up on in. Doesn't matter where this goes, as long as the belts go in and out. Done, done. All right, what's the hold up here? Oh, yeah, see? See that? The sand is getting blocked up. Okay, so since I forgot about these two here, it's backing up this one side, which is the grade 3. So I got it working a little better by adding a second machine. I'll have to get some more. I'll rebuild this better. And then I put in a priority belt here. And the issue is that I don't want it pulling from the one side here. So as you can see, I don't want it. I want it pulling from here first. And if I can get this double-sided, I think I can. Hold on. So I'll put a mini loader here. So the mini loader will side load, and I'll get a double-sided belt here. And that way, at least, this will start to flow. What I need is this side. I need both sides to be chewed up is the problem. So that there's... this needs to move so that this stuff can move. The grade 3 has to be moving forward in order to get this going. Now, the other problem is, this one right here. Okay, so let's fix this really quick. Okay, I got this belt right here. It's sand equals 0. I'm sensing this side here because this side is open to ready to go. These are reed belt contents hold and hold. So that'll clear this out. Yeah, see I'm backing up on stone here. So that will keep the sand from coming in from the above part, which I got to rework, you know, once I get these builds figured out over here. So the sand is here. The problem is that this has to run in order to get rid of the sand. So I'll keep an eye on this. I'm a little worried. Well, I was pulling more sand in than I needed. So that hopefully this will balance out. Man, there's a lot of rejects and stuff flying around. Tin, this is a real pain in the butt. Tin is not fun. I mean, it's challenging in a good way, but it's just a lot of back and forth stuff. Just imagine it getting worse through time. So we're having, so it's the oleochemicals right now. And I did hell mod it. So now it was saying I needed, rounded up to 13. I did 12. I hope that's not a problem. I have oleochemicals somewhere up here I can bring down if I wanted to. Okay, well, I think that's good. I mean, I'll have to debug this. This one is a tough one. I'm not going to lie. Well, you can see. It is a tough one. Good thing is we got grease for copper now. So that hopefully will be a little easier, the copper part. And, now why are you all... Oh, you're all backed up now. Okay, that's a good thing. So these are all cooking along. Okay, good. And yeah, this one here, I was kind of not worried about this because I knew because the stage 1, well, yeah, it's only one little bit. So we've got plenty here. This is cranking along. They're favoring the one side, it looks like. Now what's going on? Yeah, see, this is still backing up on me. It's moving along now, though, but see, I still got a bunch here. I got to get this second belt. So this one's going to chew up. Okay, it's moving along. Yeah, it's moving along. Like I said, the oleochemicals are what's jacking this up. Oh, crap, this thing right here. So let me scoop some sand off because it shouldn't have been here to begin with. Now, I might have to do what I'm doing up north. I might have to have a something here to pitch out extra, you know, a belt priority, where it's like, oh, you know, go this way first, but then we have to get rid of it. So this will be an interesting thing, getting all these sand things tied up. Look at all that, yeah. So, yeah, it's got to clear out that stone. So I'm going to clear a little more out here. I'm going to put it in the case. Because what happened was it took this belt over the stone from here. Stone to sand, gravel to sand. And so that needs to be cleared out. Because the amount that's coming out of this here isn't a lot, you know. And these two systems here should be able to chew it up. Depending on... Well, it's coming down to the oleochemicals right now. All right, well, I think we'll end it here. I'm really happy with getting this done. This is a daunting one. Not going to lie. I have no reason to lie. Tailings. Wow, that's a lot of tailings and tailings dust there. So that's good. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. How's this? Holy cow. 16,000 sulfuric acid. So we got 37,000 even with the what do you call it? The Reyna not working full time. I might have to expand that. I might have to. So I'll look into that. Chances are it'll be fine. 37K. All right, cool. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Next episode, I'll get the copper going. I'll look at see if there's anything I need outside of that. We'll do little projects. This format I think is going to work for all the metallurgy because it's so much to do to build it. Speed up video ain't gonna happen, even then. So walking through it and troubleshooting it, then you get to see the relationships and all the little bugs that I'm finding. I think there's more there than just doing a speed up video on it, because you can see how everything is. You can pause the video and check the build, and you can see how everything is related. And there's the comment section too if you want to ask a question or yell at me for something I did stupid, which is more than I'd like to admit. Anyway, so what do we got here? 38. There we go. Molten Tin. I'm happy with it. Again, this is a first draft. All these are first drafts, and you know, everything can be pulled off the map and put back on. You know, it's not permanent. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.